something that Greg's been looking at as well. I think he just said 36 inches in Providence, Rhode Island. I mean,
it's a lot.
That's quite a storm. Meanwhile, not a lot of snow since we had that system on Friday. But a little bit of switcheroo in temperatures this week, Greg.
Yeah, speaking of that nor'easter too, that kind of is rivaling, I think, the 78 blizzard they've had over there too for a month. And yeah, 30+ inches on some of the coastlines too. So definitely a very strong nor'easter. I think pressure was about Category 2 strength over there too. So quite impressive too. We're not going to deal with anything that strong, but we do have a couple systems coming through that could provide a little bit of snow and up and down temperatures. But right now, pretty good right now. There's your system out just on the other side of Montana and Canada with a warm front, then cold front. That's going to be sliding eastward and then diving southeastward eventually towards through our area tomorrow too. Not a particularly lot of moisture with it and pretty progressive, meaning it's going to move fairly quick. So we will see some snow with that, but not a lot. Now overnight too, really it's just going to be increasing cloud cover. Winds will begin to turn around to the south gradually, which will help keep these temperatures more into the teens instead of single digits too. As you wake up through tomorrow morning, you can see cloud cover, not expecting any precipitation. We might see a little break in the cloud cover during the morning time frame, especially further south and west you go. So a little bit of sunshine maybe to start off, but it won't last long. That line will begin to approach Minneapolis probably around 7 to 8, and then about 9 to 10 you start seeing this basically snow, but there is potential for a little sleet and maybe a change over to rain here. That'll come through just a brief period, probably about 9 or 10 to about 1 for Eau Claire. As it gets further south towards La Crosse, temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer, so I think you might see a mix. Could be sleet, could be rain or snow coming through. You notice some green showing up there too. So precipitation type could be a little bit of a challenge coming through. It only lasts for about a couple hours before it heads southeast of the area. Eau Claire, you're pretty much done with it at this point. Temperatures will climb up over freezing, so road conditions shouldn't be too much of an issue given that temperatures are coming up. The winds will turn around. We'll have clearing skies going into Tuesday. So it's just a brief change of some precipitation as we come through. Amounts really not much of anything. Really, we could see a little bit of a dusting because it's going to be a mixture. You got to go up to about Rusk County to get maybe that 1 to potentially 2. Eau Claire, maybe a ½ inch. So not an impressive system, but the noon area could be kind of wet, a little slushy out there at times. Winds too will be the problem with this one. They'll start off the south in the morning. You see basically wind speeds or wind gusts 25 to 30, and it's kind of watch them begin to turn toward the west. The arrows there towards the noon hour drop a little bit and then come back around from the northwest as the cold front comes through, and it definitely will be a windy afternoon too to the evening commute with wind gusts potentially 30 to 35. That could drift some snow that's already on the ground in some areas that are notorious for that, so something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, here's your temperatures Wednesday. We're going to be flip the switch back to feeling kind of like today, really. So back to the 20s, well below average. Some sunshine out there and lighter winds, but still definitely a cold day. And then the next system we keep an eye on, that's Wednesday night to Thursday, but you see the probability of 4 inches or more is trending just south of like a Decorah to Prairie du Chien line. We'll see if that changes, but that right now looks to stay mainly to our south. Otherwise, we can improve Thursday, and there's your mid to upper 40s, potentially 50 on Friday. But it's short-lived because a cold front comes sweeping through Friday night, and we're back into another cold weekend. And keep your eye on that Sunday system too. That bears a little watching. That could be more accumulating snow too, but it's going to be another cold weekend.
All right. Thank you, Greg.